Hey, good morning, everybody. How is it going? It is a lovely Thursday morning here in Western Colorado. I'm getting the phone up because I got some questions for the Gospel Two Wheels. How's everybody doing? Uh, Make sure you check in and say what's up. Brady Metter coming in with the Stark Varg. I knew someone was going to talk about that. We can talk about that today if you want. Oh man, it worked perfectly. My little experiment worked perfectly on the YouTubes. So, how is the connection? Does it seem good this time? Hey, what's happening, Kim Jackson? How are you? I hope everything is working this time. Uh, Brady, there's no way you put $100 down on a Stark Bard. Good morning, Brent McFarland. Who's Islander? Good morning. Bike Vault, what is happening? I got your question here on the list to answer. Um, let's see. Why isn't maybe I do. There we go. Bruce Kennedy, how's it going? Happy holidays. Buffering, I don't know. Good morning from I-40 Texas. Only 13 hours to go. You are on your way to Arizona. Nice. I am definitely on the good network. Um, so if this doesn't work again, I'm going to be really bummed out. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully it's all good. Check in. Let me know how the connection is for you guys. Let's see. Richard Hartley. Hey, Merry Christmas from England. How are you doing, man? How is the blustery, cold UK? I'm guessing it's blustery now. I would assume it is this time of year. Let's see. Just a few more minutes before we actually officially get started. Anybody have any huge, awesome, super plans for Christmas? I know Eric Brand and his family are on their way to Arizona. Unfortunately, we're going to miss them. We're not going to get there in time. All good in Oklahoma. Good deal, Brant. That's good to hear. I am super tired this morning because I lost a dude named Eric. What's happening? I lost my little bag of GoPro batteries on the trail when I was shooting the last video. The video, it'll come out on Christmas Day, but pretty sure I know where I took it out and maybe either left it on the ground or it bounced out. And I thought I could hike back to that last night at 11 o'clock. And yeah, it was a lot further than I thought. I did not find it. And I didn't get to where I was going. Anyway, I walked 6 miles with the dog last night in the middle of the night. Dang, it's messing up. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Kim Jackson. The super secret part I'm testing, I still can't tell you what it is, but it's a huge thumbs up, and I'm getting a second one actually. Might today. It might show up today to do some more testing. So it is a consumable thing, and I'm really excited. Raining, Rich. I'm sure it rains a lot, right? Jungle trails are good. Open trails and sand are dusty as heck. Riding into hot seasons. Oh, so we stay in the jungle. Right on, Bike Vault. Something is going on with your feed. No sound. Okay, I'm going to try something different. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Different network here. Let me know if that works because I think it might be my internet. It's not the computer. It's not the camera. But my Elevate internet has been kind of weird. Okay, dude named Eric says it looks good from Nebraska. I don't know what's going on. I had plans of riding, but going to start snowing tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be start snowing here too. Brady Metter, I would love to rejet the router if I could. I can rejet my bike and it works great. I can't do the router. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm glad most of you, it seems like it's working. So, okay, first of all, welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, number 163, where the coffee's hot, the bikes are fast, and your comments, thankfully, are totally ridiculous. I love you guys. Brady says it's going to be 70 there tomorrow. Good night. It's going to start snowing. Hopefully it starts snowing. We get a white Christmas and all that good stuff. That would be really, really cool. Let's get to some questions first, and then we can argue about the Stark Bard. I'm just kidding. Jeff Greenwood, Bike Vault from Thailand, coming in. He's got 3 questions, if it's okay. Of course it's okay. 1, when I'm on the tarmac, and 6, doing, say, 60 kilometers per hour, so not real fast, I sometimes hear a clattering sound from the engine. I've read somewhere about adjusting the carb. Lena Rich, any ideas? So if it's starting to clatter a little bit, you might be getting some detonation, and it might be a little on the lean side. I don't know. Hey, Paul Anstey, what's happening? Crash Hard, what's happening? Yeah, Bruce Kennedy, fair enough. Crash Hard, you guys funny. So anyway, Bike Vault, Jeff, if it persists when you like really give it gas, you open the throttle and you and drive it, but you're still not way up in the RPMs yet, but you're putting a big load on the motor and it gets worse, that's probably a lean condition. It's probably pinging a little bit, if it's definitely coming from the motor. So maybe go up a size or 2 on the main and see if it changes, would be my thing. 2, when going up steep climbs, I sometimes loop out. When putting the forks higher and the triple clamps help here. Clutch and throttle control, Jeff. I mean, not to be a jerk, not to be snarky, but the little tiny amounts that you change the forks are not going to make a huge difference in like that really super steep thing. If you raise the forks up a little bit, it might help. Oh, Bike Vault, it's Electron, so you might need to richen it up or richen up the power jet, like open that up a half a turn or something like that. 3, I snapped a Trail Tech radiator guard off today. What guards do you recommend? Bulletproof radiator or bulletproof designs radiator guards, hands down, no matter what. Don't use anything else. I mean, the Trail Tech, whatever, it's gone. Bulletproof designs, only aluminum guards I'll ever use. They're amazing. Let's see. Pains and rides. I'm home convalescing after the Billatron 38 threw me off the trail and smashed my ribs on a tree. Dang, Pains and rides. That sucks. And I'm sorry that it was the Billatron. Billatron. Sorry, that word is funny. The Billatron thing makes me laugh. Don't mess with fork position. Work on clutch and throttle. Try get some weight over the front. There you go. Bike Vault. I'm glad you like those answers. Kim Jackson coming in with give fuel, give it fire, give me that which I desire. Hey, Merry Christmas, Kevin O'Laughlin. How are you? Good to see you. Brady Metter, your FI never hurt you because you don't ever ride it. It's easy. Bikes are super safe, just like guns. If you leave them in the corner and never touch them, they'll be just fine. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful. I wouldn't mess with the fork height necessarily, unless you don't like the way it's handling somewhere else, but I wouldn't mess with it. Josiah Lopez, what's happening, man? Good morning. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everybody, by the way. Merry Christmas. Also, if you're watching this and you're having fun, back out of the chat, give us a thumbs up, come on back in. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Any stuff. See, my TE250 had surprising power in the low end with the Billatron. That's what bit you. You're riding tomorrow too, 3 times in a week. Brady Metter, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that you are. That's crazy. We are very happy for you. Andrew Neal and I are both very happy. I know Bruce Kennedy, my mom's not here. I don't know where she is. I don't know what she's doing, actually. She should be on. I don't know. I just talked to her yesterday. Well, texted her yesterday, so she's around. Who knows? Maybe she slept in. It'd be weird, though. It's like 8:30 there. All right. Jace Jackson has a question that I think is fun. Where in the world would you like to travel and ride? That dream location? So, Jace, that is a great question because I've traveled and ridden. Oh, is my mom? She says she's here. See, I don't see all my thing. Oh, wait, there she is. Ah, I see it. Mom, I love you. Sorry. I missed you. I missed your comment. Roger heard what's happening. Um, I just saw it now, Mom. Sorry. But I just saw the comment. But I did miss some comments from Matt Andreas the other week. Like, never ever showed up. I went back and looked through it. And anyway, so hopefully I don't miss your comments. If I miss your comments, I'm sorry. So Jace asked, where in the world would I like to travel and ride? So, I've ridden all over the West. I really, obviously, I love where I live. It's pretty amazing. But I think right now, this time of year, I would like to go down to Baja and ride some single track. So that's on the list. I've raced in Baja a bunch, but I've never ridden all the cool single track stuff down there. I've always just done the racetrack, which is just hammered old roads. But the other thing is up near Husa Island or up on Vancouver Island or in that Pacific Northwest area. I've never ridden up in those big trees, and I'd really, really, really like to do that. So there you go, Jace. I love Baja very much. This time of year would be that, I guess, and then summer would be up in the Pacific Northwest. Brady Metter, Oklahoma is rad this time of year. Still Oklahoma. So, I did it. It's cool, but I'm not dying to go back. Mark Payne, why do the pro put the foot peg pins in backwards? Been bugging me all week. Great question, Mark Payne. It's because I just had to watch a video about it, but it's because when it's up, first of all, the bottom side of it is now lower profile because it's the flat part of the pin, so less to hang up on. The other thing is that with it up, they can just like look at the bike before they push it out and see that the cotter pins are good. I've actually had cotter pins come out the other way, or the pivot pin, because I've had the cotter break, got old or whatever, and the pivot slide up and out. So yeah, they do that because I used to flip them around. I would get a KTM and I'd take it out and flip it around because I'm a moron, because I was like, oh, they messed that up at the factory. Turns out not the case. They do that on purpose. So let's see. My dad, Apostle Whistle. How's it going, Dad? I love you, bud. Bruce Kennedy, Michigan in the summer is fine. I'd like to go to Michigan too. It's just not like a big desire. I'd like to go to the Upper Peninsula and all that, but I don't know. I'm a Western guy. I like the West very, very much, and it just draws me. All right. Woods of Northwest Arkansas, right on, Kim. I would also like to do that. My brother lives outside of Little Rock, so I could get there. Crash Hard Enduro, what's better, Moab or Green River, Utah? Oh, Green River, hands down, playing a trip. Green River. You've got, you've got the DeBinky area, the Whitewash Sand Dunes. You got the Chimney Rock area. You got 5 miles of hell close. Yeah, skip Moab. Moab now. Town is out of control, and all the trails are either Jeep trails or mountain bike trails. There are very few motorized single track trails there. Husa, we're going to make it happen. Like, that's going to be on the Ride the World as soon as we get this whole travel vaccine BS taken care of. So, AZ, oh yeah, you'll be here in 2 weeks. Yes, I will be there in 2 weeks. I can't wait. By the way, anybody here watching that's coming to Arizona with us, give me a shout out. What up? I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. 5280 James, good morning, man. Merry Christmas. Speaking of forks, I installed a lowering kit in the rear. Now, should I raise the forks to match? Yes, Brant. Yes. You should take the bike and do this with it, not this with it. But yes, you should definitely try to match that up, because, I mean, unless if you drop the seat, if you really like the way it handles with the front raked out like that, and it's obviously, that's an exaggeration. It's not like a chopper. Peter Fonda's not riding it, but it's, what I'm saying. So yeah, you should definitely try to match it. Best things to do to a bike to prep for sale, Michael. Also, phenomenal question. New grips, levers, if they're not if their levers aren't straight or whatever, put new levers on it. Make sure the controls, like when the person comes to look at the bike, right? You want them. There's a few things that make a bike look really, really good. Tires. You don't have to put fancy, expensive tires on, but new tires make a bike look brilliant. Chain and sprockets really need to be good. They don't have to be brand new, but they got to be good. If they're hammered and worn out, replace them. Even if you put inexpensive stuff on there, like a non-O-ring chain and some cheap steel sprockets. But like that, and then grips and controls. Those to me mean a lot. Because when I see a bike that's plastic's all scratched up and stuff like that, but like all that looks good, it's like, oh, okay, they took good care of it. So Bike Vault does new plastics graphics. The best thing you can do, Mike, is if you bought the bike new and the best thing to do is take the OEM plastic off, put it on a shelf, put OEM or put your plastics on it or whatever, ride it, and then put the OEM stuff back on before you sell it. But if you don't have that option, then I always, honestly, when people put brand new plastics that have no stickers on them, just like blank plastic kit, I think it looks terrible, to be honest. Like, I think it looks horrible. And it looks like you're trying to put lipstick on a pig. And so I personally don't mess with that unless you can go back to the OEM and make it look new, right? But controls, tires, and chain sprockets are a big deal. Oh, and make sure the fork seals aren't leaking and the shock's not leaking, because if nothing else, they're going to ding you and try to take $400 or $500 off. Take me to the chopper. Yes. Oh, it's awesome, Brady. Clean air filter is a good thing. Yes, Mike, clean the air filter. A lot of people don't look at that, which is ridiculous, but definitely clean the air filter. That way you can actually, show them and like, hey, look, it's all clean. Kim Jackson, smart carb. Are you asking about smart carbs, or are you just saying put a smart carb on to sell? I kind of doubt that's what you're saying. And the answer is I don't really know that much about smart carbs. I've worked on them. I'm still a fan of my normal carburetors. Pains and Rise. Never used a smart carb, but I'm super impressed with the Billatron. My ribs are the Pains. I'm so sorry. By the way, Pains, I'm filming stuff for the Schlag this coming week. You're going to love it. It's a GPX 250. Let's see. Best thing to do is keep the bike and add it to the stable. Agree, Hoos Islander. Never sell them, just keep them and keep bringing more in. When is the Highland Cycles graphics going to be available? Oh, Bruce, they're available right now from Decal Works. If you call Sean Murdoch at Decal Works and say, hey, I want graphics to be like Morgan at Highland Cycles, he'll make them just like whatever you want. 5280. I'm putting a bladder kit into my PDS shock. Is there anything I should watch out for? No, just make sure you have the right tools for unscrewing and getting the thing apart, the old one apart, because you can really jack that up. Fades and Rides. You got to watch that episode. Oh, you got to watch it, dude. It's Brady Metter. I know. I did put a new carb. It's a normal carburetor though. It's not a weird metering rod carburetor. You're right. I did put a new carburetor on it, and so far I like it a lot, and I think I'm gonna like it like a lot. But it's like I put a key in on it, and I need to qualify that I didn't pay for it. It was just sitting at the shop because I took it off of some guy's bike that I put Electron on, and he didn't want the key in. And so I said, okay, so I put it in a box, and all I did was swap it out. So you're right. I am a liar, but not really. Good morning, sir. I'd like to participate in Arizona. Okay, Jeff Benton, how can I find out more information? You need to go to facebook.com/Highland Cycles, go to our events area, and you'll see the Ride the World episode 4. Ride the World Series of Awesomeness is episode 4. All the information's there, the pin on where we're camping, all that stuff. Brady, I love you. So donate your old bike to Highland Cycles. There you go, Roger Hurd. Yes, just like Roger did. Thank you so much, Roger, for that. By the way, Thomas absolutely loves that bike. So first of all, Brady Metter, going to address, is it the original? No. And the thing is though, I'm testing it. I might not keep it on there. We'll see. I think I'm gonna like it better. But the just replied to the question about the smart carb. Yeah. So it's not the OE carb, but it's whatever. To me, it's a normal carb. So Eric and Brady, I love you to death. By the way, let me know when you get because you got all the tires and stuff. Let me know when you get that Recluse. So Eric, what's the difference between the carbs? Great question. That's the one thing. Honestly, that is a great question and one that I can't completely answer, except for that the slides are different shapes. I mean, the difference between a Mikuni and a Kian flat slide two-stroke carburetor really isn't much different. The shape of the slide is different. And I think that's really, honestly, the biggest difference. Bruce, I love it. So that's all I can figure. But amazingly enough, they run pretty differently. Like not huge difference, but pretty different. The other big difference is that the Mikuni that they put on there is a 38 millimeter. The Kian that I had in the box was a 36 millimeter. So that necks it down, which creates more velocity across the Venturi, which then creates usually a better low end power, which on a 125 is, never a bad thing when you're fat like me. So that's the big difference. I think, the slide shape and the actual throat size are the differences, and that's what to me is important. I'm excited because, if I can give it a little bit more low end, and so that's a great. So Brady brings up a great question, or because he likes giving me a hard time about fiddling with my bikes, because I say I'm gonna leave it stock and all that stuff, and then I don't because I can't, and it's just part of me, and and it's part of what I do here on YouTube for you guys. And I sort of explain it in the next video that's coming, but I will adjust it right now. You guys are awesome. And Kim, the Kian has way more needle. You can get lots of different needle options for it. Brady, see, your FI has way too much power for me. So that's all there is to it. My mom wants to see you in your sequin baseball suit. Yes. Oh, it's so good. So hold on. Brady's just upset the Cubs rule. Yes, I love it. So here's the thing. I really don't like watching people throw money at a bike to make it like something they could just buy, right? I mean, I think it's silly. I've watched people sink thousands and thousands of dollars into a DR650 when they could have just bought a KTM 690 or whatever, right? And that is frustrating. So I know that that's kind of what I'm doing on the 125. But here's the thing. And this is how I justify it for myself. I don't care what you guys think. But first of all, I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to show people something if they want to upgrade their bike, things like that, whatever. Also, it hasn't really cost me any extra money to do all the things I've done, thanks to Brady and Travis and TBT in general. I didn't have to pay for the suspension. Thank you to RK Tech and the head, also free. Thank you to Decal Works for the graphics. Those are free. Thank you to V-Moto for the tires. Those are free. Thank you to Nitro Moose. Those were free. But really, and engineering for the guard, all that stuff was free. So I have not spent a bunch of money on it. I know that's not representative of what someone else would do out in the real world, but I kind of like to show people a la carte, like what you can do, right? If you want to do this, you want to do that. If you want to save up, if you've got a whole bunch of money, you don't want to do it all. So that's one reason. The other reason is if I can, Brady, like I said, I have not thrown a bunch of money. So, but if I can make it close to what a really, really good running 125 is at sea level. Up here, I will have a really, really good 125, which is 30 pounds lighter than my 300. So it's a completely different bike. 30 pounds is huge. That keeps me from having to go on a diet, keeps me being able to eat whatever I want this Christmas. So that's the thing. Kevin O'Laughlin. So I really don't think I'm going to make it a 150. We'll see. I really don't think I like 125s. I am probably going to need a cylinder for it here soon, but I think I'm just going to get it replated. So I think I'm just going to keep it a 125. See, are the JD needles the same on the Key and the Mikuni? The taper profiles of the JDs are very similar. Yeah. I don't know if they're exactly the same, but the JD needles between those two, when you hold them up, they look the same. I haven't measured them, taken a micrometer and all that stuff, but yeah. Brady Metter, it's because you're more talented than me, and you have a giant motorcycle. But it has nothing to do with the motorcycle. It's all about your talent and the fact that the race was short. I cannot wait for the Shady Burrow. Roger Hurd, I am not fed. So Roger Hurd says you must be fast to get all that free stuff. No, fortunately, I just have a YouTube channel and a shop. And people like to give me stuff to test so that I can sell stuff for them. But fortunately, I don't have to be fast, because if I were relying on that, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Crash hard. I have to spend money on armor and guards. I drop my bike a lot. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I like throwing money at my bike to keep it fresh and delicious. Yes, pains and rides. And a lot of people do. I mean, I do. I do also. But I'm just very fortunate. Thanks to you guys. You guys are a lot of the reason. And I really appreciate that I get to, I get a lot of free stuff, and it means a lot to me. And I appreciate it very, very much. I hope that comes across in the videos, is that I'm very appreciative. And I feel, honestly, a little bit weird getting all the free stuff, but it's awesome. Brady Metter, far from big time influencer, but working on it. Bruce Kennedy, thank you very much. Chris Nelson, what's happening, dude? How are you? Good to see you on here. Let's see. I'm running my tires to at least March, no matter how bald they get. Yes, pains and rides. I like it. What was I going to say? Oh, by the way, testing the Apex Compound V tire. So far, so very, very good. And it's not wearing as fast as I thought. Let's see. Bruce says, I did get that Rabiconda used this week, but no tires to change. Dang, tires at 18 degrees just don't cooperate. Fair enough. Yeah. No fun. Let's see. Brady, what do I think about Eric's new Blue Crew? I think Eric's new Blue Crew is wicked. I have heard nothing but good things about those 304 strokes from Sherco. I'm not, like I said, we all know I'm not a 4-stroke guy, but that thing is supposedly super duper rad. If someone told me I had to buy a 4-stroke, I would either probably get that or a 350 KTM. I think that displacement is like really, really, really good. That in between 250 and 450, 450 is just too much for me. I'm not a man like Brady. But the 450, like the 250, just isn't quite enough up here. So I think Brady, you think about going to the real Blue Crew? I don't know. You were not happy with the last one. I think you might be happy with the new ones. I know you didn't like that when they changed the motor around and all that stuff, but I think you might be happy with the new ones. I don't know. I think they're great, but they're very different. They feel different than other bikes. They were talking about the Yamahas with the motor backwards and all that stuff. They've fixed a lot of their early problems. But let's see. Yeah, Kevin O'Laughlin says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hello, Dirt. How's it going, man? I got your forks done yesterday. Doing the shock today. I hope that I have the seal for it. If not, the GPX guys have gotten a hold of me because I posted pictures of your bike on Instagram, and they say they have parts if I need them. So I know Kevin O'Loughlin, you just went to the green side. Nice. Cowies are awesome, but they don't hold up very good. Ride day here before the snow arrives. Who's a nice? Let's see. Bruce, are you able to work out a tire and Nitro Moose package with the vendors? Not like shipped together. I've actually tried to hook those guys up for actually other reasons, for distribution, stuff like that. I don't think it's working quite. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to sort it out exactly. I will be able to do that from my shop. The shipping from me is going to be interesting because it's like, yeah, I don't have a great deal on shipping. But, if you come to Arizona, you have a decent chance of winning Nitro Moose V-Tire package. Speaking of that, Bruce King, I'm glad you said that. They are kicking down tires and mooses for me to bring. So it's not just me that benefits from my influencing. It's you guys too. They are sending me with a set of tires, a set of mooses, and we are going to be playing last man standing for that setup. So it's going to be awesome. And that's a big deal too, by the way. That's a lots of monies. So the winner is ending up with a set of tires and mooses ready to rock and roll. So there you go. You're talking to GPX guys. Paynes, they got a hold of me because they're sad about my posts. Let's see. Eric Bryan says it's so good. Ken Bob, good morning. I got to call you, Ken Bob. I got your message. I promise I will call you. I love you. Thanks for the stash comment. Yeah, Roger Hurd's been on Cowie since 87. They are good bikes. The 4-strokes, Brady will tell you right now that the 4-strokes are not that durable. Brady Metter, I wish they would kick down some bibs to the distributors so I could have some bibs. They're doing their best. And actually, the mooses are coming out of my stock because I have a bunch at the shop. They're coming out of my stock, and he's just going to get me when the back order comes off. So Brady does make that green rocket look pretty good. I mean, that picture of him in the woods was terribly attractive. Pains and Rights, I'm sure they don't like you. That's awesome. Who's Islander just put a deposit down on an SE300. That's awesome. Oh, the coffee is necessary this morning. Like I said, I got back at 1 o'clock last night from hiking looking for that stupid thing. Kevin O'Loughlin, the KX chain guys are disappointing. Yeah, they are. Yeah, but I mean, whatever. The Kawasaki's are great. I just their motors in the part of the thing is they make a freaking ton of horsepower, and they just they don't hold up that great. So there you go. Let's see. Okay, a tire with the nitro inside should easy ship. So yes, Bruce Kennedy, I've thought about that. Let's talk about it because I thought about just taking it out of the box, putting the moose inside the tire, putting it all back in, and letting you deal with that. Bruce Kennedy, I thought that was awesome. Thought that was Brad Pitt on the bike. It was Brady, amazingly enough. Mark Payne says you'll love the SE300. Oh, hang on. I have another. I forgot. I got another message here. Where is it? I think. Dang it. Oh, here. Sorry, I got another question about stuff. Okay. Mike Pakak. That's an awesome name. Pakak. Anyway, sorry, Mike. I don't mean to make fun of you. Hey, Nightheart, where's the next ride after AZ? It's Montrose. The next Ride the World episode 5 is Montrose, Colorado. It's going to be in April, I think the 21st-ish, that weekend right around there. So you guys are getting a sneak peek on that. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do Motown and have all the funds in the lowlands. So like April's still going to be, the mountains will be covered in snow, at least I hope. And we won't be going up on the plateau, but we're doing all the cool desert stuff, Peach Valley, Dry Creek, all that. So it's going to be awesome. I love you, Jimmy Neihart. Anyway, Mike McCagg, question for the Gospel Two Wheels. My 14-year-old's bike, it's a 2013 200 XCW. Starter locked up the bike. Thought I stuck the piston, opened it up, motor's good. The Bendix, where the Bendix sits, broke off, fell into starter, locked it up. No other obvious damage besides ignition cover. What else would you replace? So I would obviously the broken part, Mike, and then I would replace all the bushings everywhere that Bendix, every bushing that those things touch, replace them all, make it all nice and tight. My guess is that those bushings were wearing, and you're getting some cocking of things, and that's what caused it to break. Montrose in April, you'll pass. What do you mean? It's perfect in April. Here, the mid-April is like the time to be here. So anyway, but it's too bad, Brady. Eric, I look forward to seeing you. So yeah, Mike, obviously cover all that, but make sure you get new bushings for all that stuff that touches. Eric. Yes, Jimmy Neihart will snuggle with you, Brady. So there you go. You'll be good to go. All right, guys. I got a boogie. It's 8 o'clock. It is going to be Bruce Kennedy. It's going to be a busy day. This is my last day before I take off the rest of the week for Christmas, and I'm really excited. And then next week is Arizona. So if any of you guys are coming, or you're on the fence about coming, make sure you be there. It's going to be rad. I got a guy. Oh yeah, Brady, I forgot about that. Sorry, Brady, you got stuck coming here because of snow. So that is an issue, but it was hilarious. Let's see. Yes, Ken Bob. I know the rain, you never know. But what was I going to say? Anyway, I love you. I love you, love you, love you. You guys are rad. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Punk Rock Club, you guys are the best. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas. I really do hope you have fun with your family. Hug them tight. Love on them. You never know what's going to happen from day to day. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Spread the gospel of two wheels. And this week, I really hope I'm inspiring you guys to just enjoy life, grab it by the horns, and just go for it. I love you guys.